Yes. Hello students. Welcome back to my channel, Dr. Noor Firdaus channel, and you are learning here principles of management. So hope all of you are seeing my videos continuously and sharing the videos to your friends and writing the comments, and you are subscribing to my channel. If you have not done it, do right now. So we'll continue with this note. Let us start with the class. So we are doing the different schools of management today. Correct. I'll continue with the next school, that is behavioral. Traditional school we completed. Then behavioral perspective, I think I've completed Elton Mayer's thought. So that Hawthorne experiment we have done in the last class. Today I am doing the one more very important behavioral perspective that is given by Douglas McGregor. Very important. Douglas McGregor, theory of X and theory Y, is considered a very prominent piece of literature in management. He also talks about the importance of people, and he says that different people, correct, are of different nature. You can't treat them differently. So treat each human based on his requirement. That is what is a behavioral perspective. So he says job should be designated to meet higher level needs by following workers to use their full potential. And he calls this theory as theory X and theory Y. A theory of two contrasting views of how managers view their subordinate. Very important, students. Theory X, I'll tell you briefly. Correct? What is theory X, theory Y? According to Douglas McGregor, he says that theory X people believe that people are lazy, people don't want to work. Until unless you hold a stick and make them do job, they'll not do. Whereas theory Y people are very much self-motivated. They are very active and always they'll give best, and they never compromise on their best performance. They always perform to their best extent. So they just need guidance. You need not have to correct. You need not have to go and take a stick and make them to do the job. That is called theory Y. So he says if you have employees who are of theory X nature, stick and carrot approach should hold good. If you have theory Y, recognition reward will hold good, not stick and carrot. So Douglas McGregor says very clearly that theory X people manage them accordingly, theory Y manage them accordingly. And because their attitude are different, your action also should be different. And how employees view themselves is different. Your style also should be different. Theory X, be authoritative, stick and carrot. They perform, give carrot. They don't perform, hold stick. Whereas for theory Y, go for participative theory. Okay, so that is what we have under the Douglas McGregor theory of management. So hope you understood that. Yes. Let us go ahead with the next topic now. Yeah. So after the behavioral perspective given by him, now we go to the different schools of this end. The next school of business that we called it as, yes. Yeah. So next school we are doing now after behavioral school. So we have done with traditional school, then we have done with behavioral school. Traditional we have done 3, correct? Then correct. Then administrative school, correct. Traditional we have done 3. One is F.W. Taylor, Henry T. Hall, and Max Weber. Then coming to the behavioral approach, behavioral theories 2 we have done. One is Douglas McGregor theory X, right? And one more is Elton Mayer's Hawthorne experiment. Those 2 we have done. Now we are going ahead with the next theory of management, our next school of management thought. Correct, our next development in management thought, which is quite recent one, which started developing only after 1940, that we call it as system view of organization. The system view of organization, as you know, whenever I say input, correct, all of you, whenever I say what is system, you all will tell me very clearly, ma'am, it is input, process and output. This theory of management follow the same structure, input, then process and output. What is input? All men, material, money and machinery. These are the 4 factors of production which we use in manufacturing. That we call it as input. So men, material, money and machine. When all these four things you are using and manufacturing something, when you start manufacturing it, it is called as transformation. So transformation process is technology, operating system, administrative system and control system. That is what is called as process. The next you have. So all factors of production are working and that will give rise to output. What is output? Production. For example, all factors of production are being bought to manufacture pen. So the pen is out. So that is called output. Or all factors of production are being put just to create an hospital. The hospital is an output. Hospital is a service. Pen is a correct. A pen is a product. It can be product or service, or it can be employee behavior, or it can be any information output. So this particular school of thought, we call it as system view of organization, or system theory of management, or system school of management thought. So that is what I have under this. Then let us go to the next, correct, the next theory, contingency theory. After system theory, the next theory what you have is contingency theory. Yes. What is contingency approach? As the name very clearly says that contingency means there is no hard and fast rule, I'll do this or I'll do this, nothing of that sort. I can do anything based upon the requirement. It's all left to me. Whatever I want, I can do. So that is what we call it as the contingency approach. That is based on the situation I'm going to act. So what is the problem? And to solve the problem, what are the important contingencies? And what are the solutions I have? For example, see, employees are very much irregular to the factory. Manufacturing is not happening properly. I'm really fed up with that. This is the problem. I want to solve this problem. So I will sit and write down the contingencies. What I can do? I will cut their salary. The first solution is I will cut their salary. Second solution is I will counsel them. I'll try to find out the problem and counsel them. And fourth one, I try to improve the working condition so that the people will work. So these are the three things which will be there in my mind. Now I will decide, I will interview the worker and will understand what is the problem, and accordingly I will adopt to one solution to solve the problem. So that theory of management is quite recent one that we called it as contingency approach. The contingency approach believes that, see, scientific theory, correct, may not hold good sometimes. Behavioral may not hold good sometimes because issues are different. Issues are very unique, and this issue has to be tackled in a very unique way. That is why it has to be treated in a very unique manner. So how to do that? This contingency theory was launched to solve such kind of problem, and this school of thought was presented to solve such issues. Correct? That next theory of management. The next you have nowadays modern, maybe you can say after 1990. Correct? We are working towards the next theory of management that we call it as quality approach. Yes. So the next theory we call it as quality approach. You can see here, quality approach believes that quality is not a sub-function. Most of the time what we do now, we manufacture the product. Then we send for quality testing. If quality testing it fails, it's a loss for us. Quality testing is passed, then it will be sent for selling. So usually that is how the quality was managed earlier days. But now there is a new concept which have emerged now that we call it as total quality management. Total quality management says that quality is not different. Quality is no way a different aspect. Quality, whatever you do, it all depends upon, correct? Whatever the quality you're doing it all depends upon in every step. Like for example, you're buying the material. So you have to take care of quality during that time itself. Or if you are hiring the employees, quality of the employees has to be checked. Or if you are hiring the vendors, their quality has to be checked. If you are buying the machinery, their quality has to be checked. Quality should go on with every step you do, and quality should not be treated as a separate process. So that is why the concept of total quality management has emerged. That's a new era in management, that's a new theory of management, that's a new approach in management which has come up now, that we call it as quality. So so how quality, if you have a good quality, then image of your company will be built very high. Let me give you an example of Raymond's. You have so many brands of clothing, but still we buy Raymond's because we feel the quality is the best. And we are willing to pay premium price for that. So that is what the image of Raymond company today is. The next, low cost and high market share. So it lowers the cost. People will buy in large. You have high volume of selling, the cost will come down. And till now, the Raymond have got the highest in correct in suiting and shirting line. They have got the highest market share. So it improves your market share and it decrease product liability. You see your shoot whatever problem happen, Raymond will never undergo a loss. Always is a demand for their product. So it decreases the product liability. So this is the advantage of having the quality approach or TQM approach. Or if you take an example of Parker pen, you have so many pens by Parker, and why we are willing to spend extra on Parker? The reason is only one, students. The reason is only one. They want Parker, correct? Because it has established itself for quality, it has established itself for gifting ideas, and it has established itself by the best quality pen. So the quality is taken care in the manufacturing of the Parker right from the beginning till end. So that is why the Parker have got the different approach altogether. So that is what is the next school of management thought, what I wanted to bring it to you. This ends the topic, students, the various schools of management thought, and it can be also called as evolution of management thought, or it can also be called as the various theories of management. One and the same. History of management, evolution of management, then correct, then you have got the theories of management, or approaches to management. Let it be any topic, answer is same. I will summarize again. The first school of management thought was traditional, which had three, correct? That is Henry Fayol, then F.W. Taylor and Max Weber. Then you have behavioral, there you have two, Elton Mayo and Douglas MacGregor. Then next you have system approach, the next you have contingency approach, the next you have quality approach. These are the 5 schools of management thought which have evolved right from 1900 up to 2020. The management thought is still evolving, is still in the transition state, still a lot of changes are happening in this approach, but these are the major theories which is tested and which is being established in the market very, very well. So this ends my first chapter on management. So this ends the first chapter in management. So I think just to complete first chapter, I have made I think 7 videos, 7 to 8 videos I have made just to cover up the first chapter. Each and everything with examples, we have done it in detail. So hope you understood this first chapter of management, which lays down the foundation for this course. So next class onward, we'll be starting with the second chapter that we call it as planning. So students, hope you are following me, but I'm not seeing much likes from your side. So please like my videos, please share my videos and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to write in the comment box. Your comments will make me to improve my teaching or to add certain things in my teaching so that add value to your learning. So I am here just to enhance your knowledge in management, just to make you a very good manager, so that to inculcate the management skills in you and make a very good career and very good life ahead. So that only intention I have. Please enjoy the weekend. So I'll be meeting you again on correct. So Sunday you take rest. I'll not be loading any video on Sunday. My next video you can see on Monday. We'll start with the planning, the module 2 on Monday. Till then, keep watching my channel, keep sharing my channel, and keep subscribing my channel. Take care.